Welcome back. 10 minutes past 7 is the time. Well, the government's controversial idea to tackle illegal immigrants is facing a fresh legal threat.
Campaigners have given ministers until today to ditch its latest campaign.
Joined in the studio now by Rachel Robinson from Liberty and MP Philip Hollowburn. Very good morning to you both. Rachel, just outline for us, first of all, why you are considering a judicial review unless this campaign is stopped.
Well, there are two parts to the latest Home Office policy. So there's the van, of course, and we think there is a really serious grounds for saying that actually infringes the Home Office's Equality Act duty, which is to foster good relations and eliminate discrimination. And we think the kind of rhetoric they were using on this van, really reminiscent of the rhetoric we saw in the 1970s by the National Front, their Go Home campaign. We think that really risks, stirring up tension and division. But of course, there's also these spot checks that have been carried out. We think there's no lawful authority for them, and again they fly in the face of the Home Office equality duty.
And Philip, I was going to say to you, I mean, we've had the sus laws and controversy about those in the past, but those are generally speaking based on evidence or reasonable suspicion. This rounding up of people, this stopping people at tube stations, railway stations, etc., it appears in a way to be just random targeting of people, perhaps based on the colour of their skin.
Well, no one's being rounded up anywhere, and all the vans are saying is that if you're in this country illegally, there is a dignified way for you to go home, and it gives you a telephone number and how to go about that. The only vans going around London with the word tension and division on them are Liberty's.
But what about the language? It is the language of the National Front 20, 30 years ago, isn't it?
Well, it's not 30, 40 or 50 years ago. It's not the National Front. If you're in this country legally, if you've gone through all the hoops to be here legally, you're very cross indeed that so many people are in our country who've come here illegally. And I think this campaign has widespread support throughout the country.
Is there any evidence it's working, or is it just you trying to look like you're doing something about illegal immigration because UKIP have gained such good ground from it?
Well, it's working in the sense that we're talking about it now, and the campaign to get people out of this country who are here illegally is being talked about up and down the country, and this campaign has prompted that debate.
I mean, we can't shy away from the fact that many people are concerned about illegal immigration. And if people have got through and are here, and they shouldn't be, what's wrong with trying to tackle them while they're here and get them to at least be part of the system?
Look, I don't think anybody has a serious issue with immigration control, clear rules which are properly enforced. But this is a gimmicky stunt which has really backfired for the government. It's been roundly condemned across the political spectrum. There's been a huge public backlash against it. And look, I think we really have to listen to people who actually experienced the first Go Home campaign in the 1970s. We have to sort of recognise that this has been really sort of marginalising and alienating for them and created real offence in our communities.
Quick last word to you.
Well, the responsible thing to do would be for Liberty to explain why this campaign is not about the Go Home campaign of the 70s. We're now in 2013. People should not be in this country illegally.
OK, we've got to leave it there. Thank you both for your points of view. Love to know what you think at home. You have been sending us views on this. Keep them coming.
Yes, please do. Now, still to come, we reveal the...